In this video, you'll gently drift off while I explore Minecraft. If you enjoy peaceful games in the background or slowly drifting off at night, you've come to the right place. We create calm, cozy series with softly spoken commentary and no loud sounds so that you can truly relax. So now, my friend, if you'll allow yourself, please get comfortable, take a nice deep breath, and let's get started. A gentle reminder to like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps me bring peace to people who really need it. Enjoy. Alright, thank you for joining me tonight. Now is the perfect time for you to get comfortable. Maybe with a nice warm drink. Or if you're already in bed, I'd like you to gently close your eyes and focus only on your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling the air fill your lungs gently. Very often, when I try to meditate or relax, I found that breathing is the key. It's the main component. And being mindful of your breathing, even though very simple, can lead to you falling asleep. So we're going to focus on that today in our episode, while I gently play Minecraft to help you. Now we're just going to take a little tour, as we do at the start of our episodes. Say hi to our companions, Oopsie and Daisy. Hello, Daisy. Hello. And Oopsie. Ooh, Oopsie seems to be eating. It's a hungry little sheep. And we'll also go and say hi to Dreamy and Lily. Hello, Dreamy. And Lily, hi, darling. You okay? They look like they're having a conversation, don't they? You can see when the grass is looking a bit like dirt there, that means that Dreamy's been eating. Now we're going to follow with tradition and put somebody in our garden. And this person, where shall we put them? I think perhaps up here would be nice, connected to the tree. Right there. Now, this lovely person's name is Rats Are Cute. And they left a lovely comment in the last episode under the video, which reads, "I just found your channel and I am so glad that I did. There are other videos similar to this, but I have never found a voice who is soft enough for me to sleep to. Thank you." I'd like to thank you, Rats Are Cute, for that lovely comment. It made me smile and really just get excited for the next episode and to record it. So welcome to the garden, and I hope you like your cozy little corner up there tucked in next to the trees. Now, in our last episode we were expanding the treehouse and we kind of finished the main area of the treehouse, or the first kind of room, I should say, and we're probably just going to leave this as is. I quite like the design, and I hope you do too. But in this episode, I want to make a trail from our garden and our house to the villages here, and then from the villages, make another trail towards the caves where we go mining. And hopefully the rain keeps up because I adore the rain sounds. And it'll help you relax a bit more. Personally, I can't sleep without having something in the background, like a white noise, whether it's my fan or some rain sounds, and I get very excited when it starts to rain outside because that means that I don't have to put a video on and I can just actually listen to the rain. I've got some snakes and iron ingots. Now we're going to make a few shovels, because to make a trail we need to make a path. That's the word I was looking for. And to make a path we need a shovel. So we're going to actually expand this one a bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to need a few more things for this trail, probably some wood. Let's see if we've got... Probably have to go upstairs to the treehouse and find some wood. I hope you've really started to settle into your bed, or if you're preparing to study. I hope that we provide you with a very quiet and productive space to study with. Whatever it is you're studying, I'm very proud of you. It's very easy to procrastinate nowadays. I find myself doing it quite often. So, for you to actually sit down and commit to being productive is very impressive. And I hope you understand that your productivity is going to pay off. We're going to get a few different types of wood so that we can add like lamp posts of some kind to the trail that we're going to be building. So let's get that started. And I had a lovely day today swimming, and I actually, while swimming, there was somebody in the lane next to me and I was trying to keep up with them, and it was quite fun. I haven't done that in a while because they're a better swimmer than I am, and we ended up talking for a while, and they said that they swim 3 kilometers, which is about 60 laps, and I swim about 50, so always good to have somebody to look up to in a sense. But aside from that, I woke up quite late today. I was editing a few of the shorts last night. I really enjoy that. That looks quite nice. But I kind of want something a bit more blocky. I think that's... Oh, we've already got one of that. Very similar. In that case, we'll grab... That looks beautiful. And with my maple logs, I think we'll just keep them as they are. Lovely. Let's start making the trail, shall we? Now we're going to head in that direction. So the trail will probably need to start from here. Oops. And we're just going to destroy a few of these grass blocks here, so we have a bit more space to play with. There we go. And then we're going to head... Oops, I keep doing that. Going to head in this direction. And once we get a bit closer, we're going to start adding so I think here would be a good spot to add a nice little lamppost. There we go. And we're just going to put a lantern or two on that. There we go. In fact, maybe we should just do the lampposts first. So it gives us kind of like a base trail. So the next one we'll put over here. There we go. Fantastic. And then I want to cut a part of this tree. Not the entire thing, but almost as if you're going underneath the tree as we continue along. Yeah, that looks lovely. There we go. And from here we're just going to continue this way. This singular tree here looks like the perfect place to do the next light post. So that's what we're going to do. And maybe a darker shade there, maybe a plank there. It's lovely. I didn't realize that you can put lanterns on dirt blocks. It's fascinating. Now we need to head in this direction, so that's what we're going to do. Now, it's completely fine, in my opinion, if the trail doesn't just continue the whole way. So what we can do is just stop the trail every now and then, so maybe from here. And because we've got another lamppost that we're going to put down here, the trail will still be fairly easy to follow. Lovely. I find myself more and more lately when I'm deep in thought or productivity and I'm speaking, especially to you, my lovely viewers, I kind of just focus on what I'm doing and forget to continue speaking. It's a nasty habit, I think, but it's just how it is for me, unfortunately. I have hyper-focus at times where I find it hard to do anything but focus. And I know a lot of people are the same because I have plenty of friends that I've spoken to who kind of have the exact same habit. Is that gonna look okay? I think I do want to add that block there, but we'll wait until the grass becomes a block. Actually, just put it right there. That's the wrong one. There we go, that looks fantastic. And then maybe just another few pieces of wood. There. A lantern on top of that. And a lantern on this side. Excellent. We don't need that much wood there, I don't think. I can break those. Excellent. And it looks like we've pretty much finished the trail. I'm going to leave those lovely flowers as they are. Kind of perfect timing, the shovel's about to break. These ones we will have to collect. Now, I don't want to disturb anybody that's beginning to drift off. So I'm going to make sure that I don't break the shovel, because it makes quite a loud noise from experience. I think we'll leave it there. There we go. It's all connected now. We've got a lovely little trail. Beautiful. And we will definitely decorate this trail more and more as we continue playing. Any areas that don't look lit up enough, I will just put a few lanterns down. There we go. So at the moment we're just decorating the trail as much as we can with what we've got. I think that's an underrated skill in life in general. The ability to make the most with little resources. When I used to go to camp or scouts training, that was something that we practiced quite often. And it's quite fun actually, because you're trying to make the most of a dire situation. That looks beautiful. I'm very happy with that. And this trail looks quite complete to me. What we'll do is add a few more lanterns here and there. Maybe just one over there. One on the right side here as well. Just... beautiful. We're almost out of these overgrown logs, and that's okay, because we're pretty much finished now. Now, of course, this trail will need to be expanded in the future, and the possibilities are endless. I want to expand it so that it leads from here to the actual main village, and also a trail from the coast here by the river to the village, and like I said before, one to the mines. So, but at the moment, I'm not too fussed. I'm happy with what we've made. I want to start learning how to fish. So we're going to take a break from building and making stuff and make a fishing rod. I know that the F doesn't work here for some reason, but here we go. Fishing rod. We need 3 sticks and 2 strings. See if we can find some string. I think it might be in this chest actually. We've got some cobweb. Is there a way to make strings from flax? We've got flax seeds actually. So we could probably plant those. Here we go. Flax seeds. And as they grow, we will be able to then harvest them to make them into strings. So my apologies, I thought we'd have enough string to make a rod, but I was wrong. Oops. There we go. But no problem, because we're going to plant some flax. And our crop area is over here on this island, and that's where we're going to go to plant these lovely seeds. Maybe just on the end here of the island. Oopsie daisy. And we've got 17 of these, so let's start planting them. Four left. I didn't realize that breaks the seeds when you use it on the grass. There we go. Now I still might have some string lying around, so I'm gonna make sure I look in all of the chests. I'll probably replace these torches with lanterns. I think they look a bit cozier. There's one string. I just need one more. And this soil has been tilled the wrong way. I wonder how I want to make this into a trail instead, so we're actually going to collect all of this. Oops. I accidentally just let a bunch of water in. Let's grab the dirt. There we go. There we go, that looks much better. Just gonna break a bunch of the grass here so we can continue with our trail. And it looks like the rain has subsided and we now have a beautiful sunrise. What a lovely new day. I hope, much like this lovely new day that we are experiencing together, your day was also lovely. Or if your day is about to begin, I hope you do have a lovely day. And just remember that our time on this earth is quite short, so try not to stress on the small stuff. I know it's hard, because as human beings, we can see the negative in a lot of things that we do. But I hope you're all happy, and I really want you guys to understand that at the end of the day, we create our own happiness. Now what we're going to do is finish up this trail. It doesn't have to be crazy long, just kind of connecting to the bridge in some way. Oh gosh, I've got to stop doing that. There we go. I'm gonna break the grass here and go straight across. There we go. And we've got these wheat crops I just realized that have matured. So we're gonna gather all of those. For those of you that don't know, we can use the wheat to make bread, and that's a form of food for us to eat. There's actually a lot more wheat I forgot about over here, so we'll go and grab all of that too. Now if I use the iron hoe, does it let me? Oh, lovely. That makes my life a bit easier. We're going to go ahead and plant all of these wheat seeds again. In fact, before I forget to, I would love to collect all the different seeds we've got in the chests and start planting them. Start growing all different types of things. Tomatoes, potatoes, flax, sugar canes, all those kind of lovely natural organic foods that we want to be eating, not just in the game, but also, oops, in real life. Let's grab the dirt again. There we are. Sorry about that. Lovely, I think that's good enough of a trail. Often when I play games like this, I find myself getting sidetracked so darn easily. It's absurd how my brain works. I'll be wanting to do one thing, have a goal for it, and then all of a sudden I'm just lost in a cave, or I'm planting all different types of seeds. So we've got beetroot seeds, cabbage, melon, pumpkin, tomato, all different types. I think that's enough for now. We'll plant all of those. Beetroot, cabbage. Now, is there a way to check what season I'm currently in? Do I just have to do it off by By hard, I think it seems like we're in summer, if I'm being honest. Is there a way to check season? Or like a calendar, maybe? Oh, there we go. It tells us if we hover over the calendar. We're in midsummer, day 3 out of 8. And then in brackets 11, 16. I don't know what that means, but I think it'd be wise to make a calendar. We need a clock and some paper. For a clock, we need... we have all of these. So how about, before we plant our seeds, as you can see, I'm getting sidetracked again. Before we plant these seeds, let's make a clock and make a calendar. So we're going to need 4 gold ingots and some redstone. And we're also going to need some paper. Now for paper, I think we need wood or sugarcane from memory. Okay, we need sugarcane. I do know we have a little bit of sugarcane, but I don't think we have enough. So what we can do is go looking for sugarcane. Have I not planted any? We might need to abort. Nah, you know what we'll do? We'll actually go out looking for sugarcane. Because I think having a calendar is extremely important. Let's make the clock first. There we are. Beautiful. And then we're going to put the valuables back in here and the clock as well. And we don't need all of this wood for the time being, so we can place that back in the chests as well. And the seeds as well. Oops. There we are. I'm going to repair these shovels with some ingots as well. I know, Lily. I know, darling. I can tell you're hungry. That's kind of why I'm trying to get some... 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're not doing that. That's why I'm trying to go and get some string, Lily, to get you some fish. I've got 1 string before we continue. Yeah, she seems to be a bit angry. So let's just see if we can get some string. I'm fairly certain that we've got string in one of our chests. Oh gosh, I'm wrong. String. As you can see, my... Ah yes, that's right, we were going to grow some flax, which only grows in spring. So how about instead we grab some bones and make some bone meal. Because a close friend of mine recently told me that bone meal grows crops much, much quicker. Oh, we have paper. Is that going to be enough though? For the calendar? No, it's not. We need another 6. Or 5, I should say. Okay. Remind me what I was looking for. I've completely forgotten. Bone meal, that's right. We should have bones somewhere. There we are. We've got bones there. I just want to see what we can make with these cobwebs. Nothing. So with this bone meal, we're going to see if we can actually grow those flax seeds a bit faster so that we may start fishing. Oh, these seeds should not be in here, actually. Neither should these. Or that. Yeah, that's fine. The sun seems to have made its way to the other side, so we're probably going to be enjoying a beautiful sunset soon. And oh, it looks like the flax are already starting to grow. There we are. That's it. And then I'm assuming... Oh, actually, I don't want to use the hoe just in case it breaks all of these crops. There we go. We've got a flax off of that. And some more seeds as well. And we're going to use that flax to make another piece of string. And we're going to use that string to make a fishing rod. So that we can take care of our lovely little companion. Our lovely cat, Lily. Looks like the sun's starting to set. Let's go and enjoy that together, shall we? And while we do, we're going to enjoy a little fact of the day. Something new that I'm going to be implementing into my videos is around halfway through the video, or just at a random point, we're going to learn a new fact together. Now, did you know that neutron stars are so dense, a single teaspoon of one would weigh more than a mountain? So they're quiet, invisible, and impossibly heavy. Now, I am obsessed with space and anything to do with astronomy. So that's why I chose this fact for today. Let's continue. Gonna need some string. Where did we put it? Oh god. I had like a stack of string that entire time. Oh no. That's embarrassing. I'm so sorry you had to witness that. And the thing is, the worst part of it is that I actually looked in this chest as well. Like I saw that. I just didn't see that, I guess. Gosh. I'm a bit silly sometimes. Anyways, moving on from that embarrassing moment, we're going to make a fishing rod. And I've never fished before on Minecraft. We're going to give it a go. We'll go a bit further down here. Here we are. I'm assuming we have to right click to throw it out, and then let's see what happens. I'm assuming once the bobber sinks, or maybe the bubbles? Nope. Okay, so I'm assuming maybe the bobber has to sink. There we are. I've made an achievement, fishy business. I'm guessing that has to do with catching our first fish. I'm very happy with that. We caught a nice little cod. Now, out where I live, if you go fishing, and I love to go fishing, if you catch a fish, it has to be a certain size, because if it isn't, if it's too large, if it's too small, you're not allowed to keep the fish, because obviously they want to make sure the population of the fish are still thriving. Hello. Is that Chuck? No, I think Chuck's a bit more green. Please don't get caught on my hook, okay, Mr. Turtle? There we are, we're catching quite a few of these now. In fact, why don't we put away this lantern and enjoy the beautiful ambience of the night while we fish here. And it's almost, I think you can kind of see the fish going towards the line. The little trail. Yep, you can see it there. And there we are. Let's go a bit further up here. There we are. And I suppose what I love most about fishing is just the calmness. Especially being by the water, you can really just relax. There's something about the water that just calms you, calms me, at least. Maybe the way it moves. Often when I'm near the ocean or the lake, swimming near the water also. Or the smell of the water, I should say, sorry. Makes me feel so calm. I just had to mute my microphone for a second there, but I'm back. Now, if you haven't already, this is a great opportunity for us to have a little water break. Or just a drink break. So I'm going to drink some water. And if you've also got a beverage with you, feel free to take a sip. There we are. And here's the problem with me and fishing is if I start, I find it hard to stop. So we'll catch a few more fish and then take a break. My God. There's a massive, massive fish there. I think it's a catfish. Swimming around. This will probably be the last cast we do, whether we get a fish or anything. Lovely. Was that a puffer fish? No, it was too. Now we've caught quite a few fish, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make Lily her own little chest. I wonder if we can make it with that. Oh, okay, we can't. Fair enough, in that case, we'll just need 2 of these. Beautiful. And you can hear her meowing very, very softly in the distance. I know, darling, I'm coming. Hey. And we're going to put her chest maybe just next to this little hay bale. There we are. We're going to put all of the fish that we find in here and make sure that we feed Lily. There you go, darling. You can hear her purring straight away. Alrighty. I was gonna plant the rest of these seeds, wasn't I? But first we get some sugarcane. So let's go and do that. So we're gonna put these back. Bone meal. The wood we can keep in here. And our tools and stuff we'll put in here. There we are. Lovely. Let's go and find some sugarcane, shall we? Before we do, actually, maybe we'll grab a bit more bone meal. Take one more look, because I missed the string before, which seems impossible, but I did, so... Alright, cool. Off we go to find some sugarcane. What a lovely new day. The sun's rising again. Excellent. It's so beautiful. I love it. Now for sugarcane. I believe it has to grow on sand. So we'll go somewhere with a lot of sand. Perhaps this side here. See if we can find some. And we're about here, so let's continue going this direction. Now I need you to keep an eye out for sugarcane, okay? There we go. Lovely. Any more around? Doesn't look like it. Let's continue. That spin made me feel a bit dizzy there. Hello, Mr. Squid. Looks like there's no more sugarcane around these areas. And we're about here by the looks of it. Let me just double check. Yep. And so we'll head up the coast this way. Keep exploring. I get quite nervous with these whales around. I don't know if they're harmful. There's some more sugarcane for us. Lovely. Let's continue on. Here we are. Plenty more sugarcane. And is that? Oh, hello. Who's that? Xiao, is that your name? Xiao. I think he's one of those wandering traders. He actually gives you sugarcane for emeralds, but I don't think we want to use our emeralds on sugarcanes. Willow sapling. Cool. That might look nice in our garden. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any emeralds with me. I'm so sorry, Xiao. Oh, did you just get in my boat? Oh. What? Oh my... Okay, I guess you're coming with me. Oh, I feel like I'm tugging the poor llamas. Hang on, before we continue, I just wanted to see what these crops were. Wild rice. Cool. You seem super friendly. I don't know. No concept of personal space, do you? Mr. Xiao. Okay, we're gonna grab these. Okay. Some berries down there. That's okay. Ooh, there's a whale there too. We're gonna grab the rest of the sugarcane here. I think that should be more than enough for us as well now. There we are. I don't know what to do here. Do I leave him? I guess you're just coming with me. This is a very sturdy boat to carry a trader and 2 alpacas and me. Hello, Mr. Whale. I don't think you're harmful. I'm trusting you, okay? I've got some companions with me. Please do not harm us. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna head back to our house and use the sugarcane to make some paper so we can make a calendar. Trying to find the easiest route back to our... Okay, we're going in the right direction. This game continues to surprise me. I might need to put the volume down on these companions. They're quite loud. And even though I have reduced the volume of the game sounds so that people find it easier to sleep and rest, they might be a bit annoying. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave you here. Do what you will. And we're gonna plant some of this sugarcane. There's a bit of sand over here, and I think you have to plant sugarcane. Oh, never mind. I thought you had to plant it on sand. I was wrong. Anyway, we're gonna plant a few of them. Oh, we can't use bone meal on sugarcane. Interesting. How did we make paper again? Paper. Okay, cool. Oops. There we are. That should be more than enough paper to make a calendar. as soon as I find the rest of the paper, there it is. And let's grab the clock. Lovely. Does this tell you what time it is if you hover over it? It does. 6:07. Alright, here we go. Cool, we've got a calendar now. And the calendar will be placed up in our treehouse. We haven't got a bed up here yet, which we probably will make a room. Probably on this side, overlooking the main areas. But for now, we'll place the calendar just over here. Oh, can we not place the calendar? Maybe we're just meant to hold it. Calendar. Okay. That's okay. We can just leave it with us. Now what we'll do, because we know it's summer, is that correct? Midsummer now, okay. We're going to plant the rest of these seeds that we've got. Wheat, some sugarcane. We've got our flax starting to really grow. It's lovely. This one's finished. This one's finished. I'm gonna replant those. Hello, Daisy. How are you, darling? And oopsie. And we're going to plant a few of these on this side. Maybe a few more. We're gonna take this trader away from here. This way. Now, I don't know if he's just gonna stay in the boat for the rest of his life. I don't consider that a wise choice, but if he decides to, then we know that he'll always be there. Now in the future, because it seems like there's quite a few different types of crops, we will probably plant some cabbage here. Make a proper farming area. Maybe from this island, we'll just branch out and build more and more plots. Oops, get rid of these for now, and then replant them. There we go. And then we've got some melon seeds, which do grow in summer. Now, from the looks of it, the flax only grows in spring. But because they're growing, I'm assuming all that means is that they grow faster in spring. 2 melon seeds. We'll see how fast these melons grow. That'll give us a good idea. We've got some pumpkin seeds as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Maybe just over there. There we are. And finally, we've got some tomato and beetroot. Sorry. Now the tomato we'll put over here. Actually, no, the beetroot we'll put over here. There's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. And the tomato seeds, I think we'll probably just put over here. Get rid of these wheat crops. Beautiful, we've planted all of our seeds now. We've got the calendar as well. So we've accomplished a good amount of things in this video, this episode. Very happy with our progress. And I hope, as we have been doing these lovely tasks and things together, that you've managed to drift off to sleep, or that you've managed to relax. And if you are studying with me beside you, I hope you've had a very productive session so far. It's okay if you haven't as well. Because although time does go fast, we have plenty of time to do the right thing and to catch up on things. If there's anything I've learned in my 20 odd years on this planet, it's that we can always make amends for what we've done. Granted, you haven't done something extremely cruel. Now, we're going to put all the seeds and things like that back in the chest that we've got for the seeds and things. Back in here. Anything related to farming all goes in here for now, and we will eventually sort that. Lanterns. We've got some wood to place in there. Beautiful. And there he is. Hello, Chuck. Making your cameo, are you? Hello. What are you looking at me for? I don't have food for you. I don't even know what you eat. But I'm glad you're here. Little cutie. Look at him. So cute. Just waddling around. Chuck really likes our garden, and I think he's kind of become just a permanent resident. Coming and going when he pleases. Beautiful. We're going to probably get to work on the treehouse, because we need to make a room for ourselves fairly soon. So what we'll do is we're going to expand the treehouse in this direction and build into the magic trees here that we've planted, and probably make a nice room just in the middle of it all. So let's get started on that. We're going to need a lot of wood for that, so I'm going to grab all these different types of wood that we've got. Some of the moss. These magic logs, I'd love to see what they look like as well. Some of these, some stone, some glass. Beautiful. And we're going to put away all of these tools that we've got. Let's make a chest for them up here. Oops. So just a chest for tools, maybe next to the path downwards. Just over here for now, seems good. Because all we really need is the axe. And we'll keep a shovel as well. And a pair of shears, if we can. There we are. Lovely. Alright, so whenever we build or continue building wood-based structures, it's very important to have a plan. So I want to continue. I quite like this pattern that we've got here. In fact, we're going to break these and that. And we're going to finish up these nailed maple logs. So we're going to make a few more of those. Nailed. There we are. Lovely. Oh, those are the wrong ones. Sorry. I think we're meant to make them out of the raw wood. These ones here. So chuck that on there. There it is. Just thinking, should we connect the... No, I think I like that the way it is, but I want to turn these ones. There we are. Beautiful. That's lovely. And then finish designing this as well. So obviously this, you want it to be one higher. I hope all these leaves don't bring bugs to our tree house. We're going to have to make sure we close it up really well. Is that one more up, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, that's fine. So just break these. There we are. And we can drop back. And there we are. Lovely. And then the final touch would be connecting these pillars together. Excellent. And this will kind of be like a connector to our actual room, because our room's going to be a bit further up this way. Now, the type of blocks we use for our room are very important, and if you are anything like me, then you probably love interior design or, designing rooms and things. Because I am obsessed with that kind of stuff, which I think makes me really enjoy this game a lot more. Now for the floor of my room, we're probably going to add carpets, but that doesn't mean we can't have a nice base, a nice foundation. I actually really like these blocks. Plank shavings. Or the railed maple planks. They're quite nice too. Maybe a mix between the two. So we'll grab some of those. And we'll grab some of these. And let's see how they look together, shall we? And we'll need to change these as well, which we'll do now. For the foundation. Or the corners, I should say, of the room. Wouldn't mind a few of the overgrown. Or maybe we need to make something out of this. That could look really nice. See what we can do. A lot of maple logs. Lovely. Just want to see what these look like. Okay, I think I like this one better. So for the corridor, we're going to use these ones. Yeah, that's lovely. I'm going to lead out towards these beautiful, beautiful trees we've got. At which point we'll have a tiny little wrap around. And from here we're probably going to go all the way down. Oops. If I could just go down here for a second. There we are. And then go back up. How do we get back up from here now? Maybe just through here. Place these back. There we are. Lovely. Like that. That's it. This one will connect all the way across. And then from here, we're going to do the shavings. Beautiful. Maybe just expand it out this way a little bit more. Fantastic. There's the base of our room. Completely finished. And what do we need? We need more maple logs, do we? To make into firewood, spruced. In fact, I actually think that looks better. Let's have a look at what that looks like, because a darker contrast might be quite nice here. So just from around here. Yeah, quite like that. Just trying to decide. Maybe that's a bit too dark. So what we'll do is get rid of these for a second. And we'll need to go and get a bunch more maple. Which is what we'll do now. Seems we're running out of iron. That's okay. We can go mining soon. God, it's just not worth it, is it? I'd rather just make a new axe entirely. Can't bring myself to repair these. There we are. Now let's go and get some more maple wood. Ooh, that tree's just grown. Great timing. Oops. Oak actually looks quite nice as well. We'll grab a few of these trees. That was a bit loud, sorry. Something I've learned from the last few episodes is you can never have enough wood, especially when building wooden structures or rooms and stuff like that. Every time I've gone and gotten wood, I've thought this will be enough, and then I'm halfway, not even halfway, through my building, and I've recognized just how much wood you really need. So we're going to get quite a few stacks. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Bunch of oak wood over here. Ooh, little chest. It's a barrel, sorry. Can I actually grab that barrel? That seems like it would be handy. There's some wool, don't really care too much about that. This is a cute little tree. Still more oak wood. I do think we now have enough wood. And I guarantee that we don't, but I'm gonna stop here with the gathering and we're gonna start replanting because it's very important for us to plant these saplings again. There we are. The oak saplings I'll probably bring back to our place and plant them around there. Now, we've got plenty of red, so we've probably got to plant more of the red than the other colours. There we are. What are we in now? We are in still midsummer. Very well. Oh, okay. I see what that 13 out of 16 probably means. That's how many days there are in the season, I'm assuming. I could be very wrong, but that's what I'm gonna go with. Lovely, let's head back. There we are. We're going to head right back up to our treehouse and continue building our room. Now, I am aware this episode is going for a little bit longer, but to be honest, I really don't mind, because I absolutely love making these videos. Now, the barrel, for now, we're just going to place it in one of the corners of the room, and we're going to place all of our wood in there. Sticks, seeds, pretty much, you know what, just put everything in there. Saplings, there we go. Lovely. Now grab all these different types of wood and let's see what colors we can blend together. That actually might look really nice. Maybe not side by side. I quite like the firewood, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's great. Want some overgrown ones as well. And then we'll need some planks to play around with as well. So for the planks, we're going to continue doing the shavings along with the, I think it was the cornered. Let me just double check that just to be sure. Railed. And we're going to enjoy this beautiful sunrise together from the top of this beautiful magic tree. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, let's take some nice deep breaths, please, if you can. Help you relax and stay focused. So it was railed maple planks, and these ones are tiled. I think the tiled will probably replace with these, so the shavings. Let's do that now. So the shavings, because the tiled, there's nothing wrong with them, but I don't want to make too many different patterns because it might make it look a bit abstract. And I am a big fan of symmetry. There we are. Beautiful. And let's go get some more of the railed ones too. And connect that because that's bugging me. There we are. Just making a bit of an outline here. There we are. Because once we build the room that I'm currently doing, or this level, this is going to be my main living area. So we're going to add a kitchen so we can make some delicious meals. We're going to add a little relaxation area. We're going to add our bed and our chests and everything. So we want it to be a bit, livable. Lovely. Now we're going to make more of those railed planks. So railed, vertically railed. I just like these ones. There we are. And we're going to get to work. We're going to blend them in with the overgrown maples as well, which we can probably connect. I don't know, we'll figure something out, but something like this from here. There we are. Beautiful. And here we are. So railed maple planks. These ones are all shaved. I think we'll keep these ones as railed. And maybe here we'll do shaved again. There we are. Beautiful. This is throwing me a bit off. This is supposed to face that way. Lovely. I'm very, very happy with this so far. All that's left now is to actually build it upwards and perhaps even make this corridor from here. There we go. 3. I think we're meant to go up one more, so 4. Yep. That's fine. And this side as well. There we are. So for this one, I'd actually prefer to do it up from here, because it's nice to add a bit of levels and make it look different. Here we go. And this way. Excellent. Something like that. I'm gonna try not to take any damage falling here. That was unsuccessful. How do we make vines? Alchemy. Okay. I don't mind. I like it the way it is. Logs. What is that? I need to somehow get on the roof if I can. Before we do that, let's make a bunch more of these. That's it. You're not going to believe this, but I think I'm going to run out of wood again. Let's double check these chests. Yeah, that's okay. You can use these firewood logs to get up to the top for now. There we are. Beautiful. I want to keep minimal glass in this section of the house, so I'm not going to make too much. I think that's legit fine for now. We'll continue designing the glass later on. We can have some here though. There we are. Lovely. Beautiful. This is coming along so nicely. I'm very happy with the way it's going. Seems I'm gonna go and need to get some more maple wood. That's okay. Spruce, oak, maple. We've got some fir, but I don't think that will be enough. That's no problem. We're going to use the cover of the rain to break these axes. Oh, where did I put all the iron? Gosh. I don't know. Interesting. There it is. And this time we don't have to go too far because we have a maple biome right near us. And I try to stay away from that biome because there's not a lot of trees there to be harvesting. But because we don't need that many anyway, it should be fine. Now I think the rain is loud enough that the tools breaking were not as loud in comparison. And my bum is really starting to hurt. I'm sitting in this chair for so long. And I do want to start recording longer episodes, so I think I'll have to take a break somewhere around this mark of the episodes in the future where I just stretch my legs a little bit, or I'll need to get a more comfortable computer chair because I have had my current chair for a very long time and I think I'm due for an upgrade. So hopefully I could get a chair sponsorship sometime in the near future and use that to buy myself a comfy new chair. Wishful thinking, I know. I don't want to be putting any ads or sponsors in the videos because I want it to be just very streamlined, very easy to just relax to. We didn't plant the saplings again, but I don't think that's a big deal. We can do that anytime, so we're going to place them back for now. And make some more of the firewood. Lovely. And also overgrown. There we are. Lovely. Put a piece of glass in that corner, will be quite nice. We've got some slabs, that's okay. We can go and grab them now. Forgot to grab all those niche little blocks. That'll help us with the building. Here we are. So grab all of these, and we're going to go and grab the slabs as well. Oh, I think we left them in here, no? No, I was wrong. And there's nothing wrong with being wrong. Here we are. Grab all of these different woods. Lovely. Oi, my bum. Hi, Lily. I can hear you, darling. Maybe even make a piece of glass here in the middle. Just break that. A few of the leaves around it. There we are. Now we've got the slabs to work with, but I think we'll leave most of this as it is here because I love the way we've designed this. We need to get on top of that somehow, and I want to do so without breaking any of these leaves. Actually, maybe we don't need to get on top. Maybe we can. No, we definitely do. All good. Go from the middle. So we're going to build this one up. Just like that. And then, so I'm going to sound a bit weird, but maybe build outwards a bit. There we are. Maple log. Actually, that can be overgrown there as well, so we'll make all of this overgrown. Lovely. This is fine the way it is. Maybe just add like a little lovely glass there. We're going to need to get more glass as well, aren't we? Glass block there. And now from here we're going to use the slabs. So we're going to use a few of these maple slabs that we've got to elevate this roof a little. glass piece in the middle there. Our final one. There we go. Then we're going to make our way back down. Beautiful. Some more leaves here. I was actually going to get rid of the bottom layer of the slabs, but I think it actually looks quite nice. Adds a nice layer to it. Now let's go look for more glass. Now I know what you're thinking. Pixel, your organizational skills are horrible, and you're not wrong. I have a bit of a complicated brain. Even though my building designs look really nice and structured, or maybe they don't, I don't seem to organize myself very well a lot of the time until I think about organizing. All of those chests and stuff that we've got down there, we'll probably need to organize those a little better in the future. And we will. But for now, I still want to just work on the treehouse. Now, if we can't find glass immediate or sand, we're probably going to need to finish the... Wow, that looks gorgeous. We're probably going to need to finish the treehouse in the next episode, but that's okay. Just because I haven't eaten any food today. In real life, I mean, and I'm going to be late for an outing. Let's see if we can get some glass anywhere, please. Oh, we're out of luck. Alrighty then. We're going to go back up our treehouse for now, where we will gently fade out and finish the episode. If you have watched this far, or if you've fallen asleep, I'd like to gently extend a very warm thank you for being here. I'm building a community here where we can all relax together and spend time together. A little break from the chaos of the day. And I genuinely want to help people. I genuinely want to help you relax or be productive. Anything I can do to help you with that, please let me know. But for now, we're going to finish the episode overlooking our lovely little farm over there. And once again, I want to thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I also hope you really enjoy the way our world is growing. I do hope to find a helper or two in the future to play with me and kind of just accompany me on adventures and stuff like that. So at the moment, I'm kind of talking to a few people about that, seeing if anyone's interested. I haven't told anybody about this channel. It's something that I want to keep exclusively to myself for now. So trying to find somebody in my immediate friends and family that wants to actually help me with these videos is a difficult task, because it needs to be somebody that can be discreet, and it needs to be somebody that is willing to actually help me with that. Anyway, bit of a tangent there, but thank you so much for being here, genuinely. I really appreciate it, and I hope this video brought you the peace and the comfort that you were looking for. I'll see you in the next episode. Dream on. A gentle reminder to like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps me bring peace to people who really need it.